hour it is very difficult to do anything. Anything you cannot do. It's very difficult because I have to first show you how meshing, modeling meshing, and taking it to fluent and giving boundary conditions, selecting the equation, solving it. So that demonstration itself will take probably half an hour to 45 minutes. Then afterwards, have to tell all of you to do. So you have to be ready with your laptops also, correct na? So along with me, you should do it like that. 2 to 3 classes, if you can do it. After that, you can be on your own. If you just see the video and later if you can practice, that should be no, that should not have any problem. Okay. So okay, tomorrow I'll let you know from when we can start. Okay, so my this thing is we can start it from Thursday. Thursday I'll give you a basic introduction. Friday also we'll see, and Saturday you also can do along with me. Okay, or from Friday it's also by Thursday. Please keep your laptop installed. Those who have not installed Ansys, please keep Ansys installed in your laptop. Okay. So this is the thing, and so you will have 10 marks for that. So what is that you have to do after learning? Okay, I'll tell in that after once you learn the software, I'll tell you. So is the mini project guide list announced for you? ಏನಪ್ಪ minor project list announce ಮಾಡಿದಾರಾ?
Not yet, sir.
Why they have not done still? Almost it is how much 2 months ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ತಾನೇ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ. When the college started for you? April, no? April 1st or 2nd, I feel. So
Yes, of
now,
course, of course, sir.
so why they've not still announced the minor project list? I don't know. Okay, fine. So okay, that's it. Any other issues you want to discuss? Now coming to the class notes. Like in what way you want? See, whatever that we are doing, na, that I can share it as a PDF. Whatever derivation, along with the class, I used to do it, na. That I can share it as a PDF. That I'll do. That is not a problem for me. So other than that, you can refer. I have already told you. The book I told you, na, John D. Anderson. So that book you can refer. Okay. So that's it. So whatever that I've done, I can share it as a PDF. So other than that, what else you want? So I'm making the videos actually. I'll slowly give you that videos. Okay, it takes a lot of time. I have to do heat transfer also, CFD also. So at the end, you'll get all the videos. Don't worry. Finally, so but now for time being, if you want, I can share the lecture notes. Whatever that we do during the class hours. No, that itself I can try to share it as a PDF in the Google Classroom. That I can do any point, anytime. That I'll do it, no problem. So other than that, anything, any other thing. So how is the class going on? Are you able to understand any other issues? Please try to discuss. Please feel free to discuss. Where exactly you're feeling difficulty? What else needs to be stressed upon? Is it okay the way the class is being conducted? So if you
ಸರ್
are right, yeah, ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ.
ಸರ್ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್,
ಹಾ,
ಅದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ?
ಏನಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ
ಹಾ
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪಲ್ಲಿ,
ಹಾ
ಅದ್ರದ್ದು
ಹಾ ಹಾ ಏನಪ್ಪ?
ಲಿಂಕ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ ಸರ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಗೂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
ಲಿಂಕ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕಣೋ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೇನೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತು ನಂಗೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಲಿಂಕ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ 30 days, ಐ ಫೀಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, 1 year ಇದೆ ಅದು
1
ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡಿಟಿ.
year. ಹೌದಾ? ಓಕೆ ಪವನ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಇಟ್. ನೋ,
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಕಳ್ಸಪ್ಪ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಒನ್. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಫೈಲ್ನ C drive ತಂದು ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ license file generate ಮಾಡಿ, you have to go and paste it in the C drive. So what you do, if anyone who knows the process properly, please make a one word file, you make a flow chart of how to install, etc., and please share it in the group. So that will be a good documentation for anyone who can refer that and try to install it. And one more thing you can do, if you have got that file, no, you can make a Google Drive. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 13 GB ಏನೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, 12 GB 13 GB ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತದು. So what you can do is you can share in the drive. Someone can put it into the drive, and that link you can save instead of going into the website. ಯಾರು ಒಬ್ರು ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, you please share it in the WhatsApp group, so the one person can download it and put it into the drive, and that link you please share it to the class, and you can install it. No, that you can do it, I feel. And also along with that word file where the process of installation, that will be a very great help to everyone. Okay, one second. Okay, so someone, Pavan, if you have done that, please put it into the drive, and please share that link to everyone in the class. Okay, or else someone else. Can you do that?
ಸರಿ ಸರ್.
ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದು ಫೈಲು? ಇದು
6.8 GB ಇದೆ.
ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಪ್ಪ?
6.8.
It's okay. No, you can put it into the drive and share the link. Okay, so that's it, I think. So now we'll start without wasting time. Okay. Okay, can you see the screen, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So see here, what is that we have done is conservation of
It's not
mass.
aligned, sir.
ಈಗ
Illa, sir. We can only see the top border.
now?
No, sir. The page you have opened, that the app itself is not coming in the screen. Mele black ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Yes, sir. You are just ಬಂತು.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us try to put it together, that whatever that we have done till now. Okay, so first thing, conservation of mass. So all of you as a CFD student should know this. Okay, so what is this? Conservation of mass, or it is also called continuity equation. So what is that? Dou u by dou x. ಇದು ಬಾಯಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಓಕೆ, dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z equal to 0. You can call this as equation 1. Next is, so this is first one. This is second one is momentum equation or Navier-Stokes equation. So I'll call it as NS equation. So what is NS equation? It is Navier-Stokes equation. So what is this? Come on. ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಕಮಾನ್ dou u by dou t plus dou u by dou t plus, come on tell me, u into dou u by dou x plus v into dou u by dou y plus w into dou u by dou z equal to, so what is this left hand side is a mass into acceleration terms, correct? Equal to what are the forces? So what is the first force? It is minus 1 by rho dou p by dou x plus, so this is a pressure force, then you have a viscous force, correct? Nu into dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square plus dou square u by dou z square plus what else you have? Gravity. Is it okay? This is what momentum equation? This is x momentum equation, correct? No, next you write it y momentum equation. Come on, tell me. What is y momentum equation? ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ರಿ dou v by dou t plus u into dou v by dou x plus v into dou v by dou y plus w into dou v by dou z equal to minus 1 by rho into dou p by dou y plus nu into dou square v by dou x square plus dou square v by dou y square plus dou square v by dou z square plus gy. Correct? Next, z momentum equation. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay, z momentum equation is what? Dou w by dou t plus u into dou w by dou x plus v into dou w by dou y plus w into dou w by dou z equal to minus 1 by rho dou p by dou z plus nu into dou square w by dou x square plus dou square w by dou y square plus dou square w by dou z square plus gz. So you can see this is what the momentum equation is. So you have to remember, and we will always use the momentum equation in this form. So you have seen the previous forms and all. So after simplification and modification, etc., etc., your Navier-Stokes equation will be of this form, will come into this form. So we will use, for solving any other problems, we will take the momentum equation from this form itself. From this form we will take and we will try to solve it further. Okay, for any case. Is it okay, guys? Now this is Navier-Stokes equation. So we'll go further. Third one is what? Energy equation. Energy equation. Now that is what we have done in the last class. So what is that? Final form. What is that? Dou t by dou t plus u into dou t by dou x plus v into dou t by dou y plus w into dou t by dou z equal to, so what is this left hand side? It is rho into dt by dt, correct? That is nothing but the material derivative, equal to alpha, that is for conduction terms. We have to write for conduction terms, alpha dou square t by dou x square plus dou square t by dou y square plus dou square t by dou z square plus what comes into terms? I'm going to write it like this. What is this? Viscous terms. You can write it here. So what is viscous terms? Please see this. Tell me. 2 mu divided by rho Cp into dou u by dou x whole square plus dou v by dou y whole square plus dou w by dou z whole square plus mu by rho Cp into what 2 comes together comes, that is dou u by dou y plus dou v by dou x whole square plus dou v by dou z plus dou w by dou x sorry, dou v by dou z, dou y whole square plus dou v by dou z very sorry, this is u, please make this dou u by dou z, dou w by dou x, then comes dou v by dou z plus dou w by dou y whole square. So this is what the viscous terms is all about. So what is that you have to do is, you have to remember all these equations. As a CFD students, if I now ask you to write, so okay, now see here. What is continuity equation? Dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou z plus dou w by dou is equal to 0. You see Navier-Stokes equation. It is also filled with u, v, w, and p. Okay. Then what else you have in energy equation? In energy equation you have temperature and also you have u, v and w. Correct? Yes or no? So how many equations you have, guys? Please see. Continuity equation is 1. Next is 3 momentum equation, 1, 2, 3, so 4. Energy equation is 5. Okay, energy equation is 5. But see here, everything is coupled. So you see continuity equation, you have UVW. You see momentum equation, you have UVW. And also you have energy equation, you have UVW. So if you see, if I want now the expression for T, then first I need to know U. Yes or no? I need to know UVW. If I don't know the velocity UVW, I cannot find out the temperature. Now the question comes, how do you find out UVW? You have to go and solve which equation for UV and W? Momentum equation. If you want to solve momentum equation, then what else? If you want to solve momentum equation, we need to know pressure values. Otherwise you can't start. So how do we know whatever the values that you get UVW is right or wrong? We have to confirm with the continuity equation. So this is couple, this is like this is in a loop. So that is why how do we solve this? And also see, pressure is also one of the things. U, V, W, pressure, and what else you have? Temperature. But how many equations we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why it is not possible to solve? You have coupled. Everything is coupled. So that is the reason, and it is higher order, non-homogeneous, etc., etc. So many things are there. That is the reason. So please think that can I have, can I get the closed form solution for this in this full form without any assumptions, anything? As a full form, is it possible normally analytical method to get the uh, uh, closed form solution for this? What do you mean by closed form solution? U as a function of x comma y comma z, v as a function of x comma y comma z. Similarly, w as a function of x comma y comma z, and t as a function of what? X comma y comma z comma u v w. So that is why everything is coupled, and you need momentum equation to be solved in energy equation. That is why in many of the textbooks, even though Navier-Stokes equation is only for momentum equation, but everything is coupled together. That is conservation of mass, momentum, and energy together. Conservation of mass, momentum, energy, because we will be using Navier-Stokes hypothesis in energy equation also. No, Stokes hypothesis comes into energy equation also. Everywhere we are using that. These three equations sometimes put together called as Navier-Stokes equation. Is it okay? So if you refer some textbooks, it's not that only momentum equation is called as Navier-Stokes. The three, continuity, momentum, and energy together, is also sometimes referred as Navier-Stokes equation. The reason is very simple. You are going to use Stokes hypothesis in energy equation as well as momentum equation, both. So that is the reason together, and mass balance should be there. So continuity equation is also included into it. So you have to remember these three equations inevitably in this form. So in this form, you have to remember it. Is it okay? Now, if you see here, as I told you, if I want to solve the expression for t, then I need to know UVW. How do we get UVW? From momentum equation. So how in momentum equation we will be solving? First, see here, we will be guessing the value of pressure. How the equation will be solved. So you guess the value of pressure and try to solve these three equations together simultaneously. You are going to get UVW, some value. Okay, so that RHS and LHS get balanced. Then that thing you try to put it into continuity equation. So if it is not 0, then what is that? If it is some value, then whatever value that you got UVW is not right. Again it has to be iterated. So again you come back here. So whatever UVW is there, again that goes into energy equation. Try to solve it for temperature. If UVW is not right, again guess some other pressure. Again find out UVW. Again find it. So again come to energy equation. Solve for T. So like that it keeps on happening. Now you can ask me, sir, will we get 0? That means once you substitute UV and W, it is humanly impossible. Even if you have a supercomputer, etc., etc., you will not get exactly 0 at all, because that's why CFD is called as approximate solution. You will never ever get 0. But instead of getting 0, what is that we will do is, instead of 0, it's okay if I get 0.0000001 or some value, 1, 2, 3, whatever value. So it's okay if I don't get 0. At least now try to solve it till 10 to the power of minus 6, we will tell. So that is the convergence criteria people usually use all over the world as the accuracy of the solution. It's okay that if you don't give me the 0, at least try to do the iteration till I get the value what 0.00000. Okay, okay, one more 0 extra added, some value, whatever value it is, 7, 3 something something, etc. So that is what the CFD, till you get this much accuracy, it will be keep on solving, looking for those values of UVW which is going to satisfy this equation 1. Is it okay, guys? So, and also that UVW should satisfy the equation x momentum, y momentum, z momentum, as well as energy equation, so that RHS and LHS should be equal. So, like this. So, which is the method that we use to solve this equation is what the numerical methods, which you are going to study in the next units. So, as a CFD student, this is the basic that any student should be knowing it. So, I hope now you have got some knowledge related to governing differential equations. So how do we model conservation of mass, conservation of energy and momentum? Now what is the next thing? Any issues till now? Come on, tell me. Any doubt? Where, what is that you are trying to? Any doubt anywhere? So please try to practice this. If you don't practice, you will not be able to digest this. Okay. So all of you, I want all of you to please practice this. Okay. Now, what is our next thing? What is our next roadmap in this? So, we have solved, till now, we have solved the governing differential equation like this. Okay, I wrote it here. Okay. Okay. It's okay, no problem. So, till now, what is that we have done is we have taken an individual element like this, correct? Individual element like this, and whatever the flow happens, we have done all modeling, all force balance, stress balance, etc. across this element. Yes or no? So that is what we have done. Now, what if we do it in a different way? So that you should know as a CFD student. There is a method called, Eulerian approach or using Reynolds transport theorem. So we will try to learn what is Reynolds transport theorem. So what do you mean by this Reynolds transport theorem? Why it is required? What is the importance of this? Have you studied in fluid mechanics Reynolds transport theorem? Udira?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is a very very important theorem that any CFD student should know. So suppose say you have a flow like this. So what is that I have considered is I am going to consider some arbitrary control volume like this. Okay. So this is the control volume that I'll consider. Some arbitrary shape. Okay. Now what is our goal is, so see here. So at the time instant t. So this is my control volume at time instant t. And the fluid is crossing this control volume. Okay. So at time instant t, now what is that we are trying to do through Reynolds transport theorem is, listen carefully. You have a fluid which is being filled inside this control volume. Okay. At time instant t, you have a control mass of fluid m which has been filled this control volume. Okay. So now what is happening is that this control volume is also moving. It is also deforming. Okay, it is changing. Now what is going to happen is it is also moving along with this. So at time instant t, whatever the region that we have written is the control volume. Now after time instant delta t, the control volume is this. Okay, so this is what the control volume at time instant. One second. This is at time instant t plus delta t. This is what the region it has occupied at time instant t plus delta t. Now you can see that control mass which was occupied this initial control volume which we have written with a solid line, and now the control mass is also moving and the control volume is also moving. Now what is our goal is that somehow we want to connect the relationship between control mass and control volume. So what is this relationship between control mass as well as control volume? Okay. So this is what our Reynolds transport theorem is going to give us finally. Okay. So how do we start doing this? Okay, I think it will take a lot of time. See, finally I'll write the form. You can derive it. We can derive it at the last. So just see it. It is going to be like this. Okay. Now if I write it, you will not be understanding it. So what we will do is we will consider some property n. Where what is this n? Say eta equal to n by m. So you know there are two types of properties. What is this? Extensive property and intensive property, correct? I think you are aware of it. What do you mean by extensive property? What do you mean by extensive property? Can you tell me?
Sir, it's dependent on mass.
It's dependent on mass, correct? It is dependent on mass. And these intensive properties are independent of mass. So you can see here, always Reynolds transport theorem holds good or valid for only extensive properties. You should consider this. Always Reynolds transport theorem holds good or valid for extensive properties. So then eta becomes what? Eta is the intensive property. You can consider eta will become an intensive property. Okay. So that is how we will try to do it for some general property eta n. So how do we do it? I'll tell you in the next class, because now if I start again, it will take another 45 minutes uninterrupted. I want, so that the flow should be proper. So finally, what is that we are going to do is we are going to relate the Eulerian approach with respect to Lagrangian approach. So what is Eulerian approach telling us? Eulerian approach gives us the way of analyzing the fluid by considering a control volume, and across that control volume whatever the rate of change of properties happening. So we are analyzing the flow with respect to the control volume. That is what Eulerian approach is telling us. What do you mean by Lagrangian approach? Lagrangian approach analysis gives us that we will have to track the mass, the control, not control volume, the mass of the fluid flowing across the control volume. How does it going to be? Is it okay? So we need to somehow try to bring in the connection between the control mass and also the control volume. Is it correct, guys? So that we will try to do it. So, and also we'll try to see how we can derive, after deriving the general Reynolds transport theorem, how we can get continuity equation, momentum equation, as well as energy equation from the Reynolds transport theorem. This knowledge any CFD student should have. Not only continuity equation, momentum, any equation for that matter you can derive. You can apply Reynolds transport theorem and you can generate or you can derive the equation. Okay, so that is the advantage of Reynolds transport theorem. So that is what we'll do. Once we derive general Reynolds transport theorem, we will try to obtain continuity, momentum, and energy equation from the Reynolds transport theorem. Okay, thank you. I'll stop at this point of time. I think it's already 9:40. We will see in the next class. Thank you.